Okay, I'm making this short video to highlight the state of the workmanship that I have received from Camper Northeast near Newcastle. They had this vehicle in to do some warranty work, and the job in question was to replace this plastic panel here. The panel had to be replaced because it was cracked, and it was cracked from new. I had quite a long wait to get the parts, but eventually they came in and the vehicle's booked in, and they had it for a week to do this and a few other jobs such as the habitation service and the vehicle service. Anyway, I got the vehicle back, had a little look at it, and the first thing I noticed was the cupboard door doesn't latch anymore. Probably a minor thing in a way, you would have thought, perhaps just a little adjustment. Well, sadly not. Open the door up and I noticed this panel was flexing. And the reason the door won't latch is because the panel should have a screw in about here, and it goes through from the opposite side of there, and you can see on the opposite end of the vehicle there, that's at the opposite end, it should have one of those in, so it flexes when you're trying to shut the door. That was the first thing I noticed. The sad thing about this is that screw goes in from the back of here, which means this whole cupboard will have to come back out again, which will probably mean more damage. But when we get a look inside, you start to get some idea of the sort of workmanship you can expect from these people. There are these little stickers here that cover the screw holes, and you can see here they've just took them off, and they've basically just stuck them absolutely anywhere. And to be honest, they haven't took them off none too carefully either. There's a few laid about, they're all damaged. That one there, for example, looks got a rip in it. But they haven't even bothered covering the screw holes up. Again, after they've worked on it, they've just stuck them everywhere and just left it. So when I noticed that sort of thing in there, I started to take a little bit closer look at my vehicle. And the first thing I noticed was just here, there was some putties being placed on it, like a brown putty. And when I get a good look at that putty, what it's hiding is a scratch. So I noticed that one. I thought, well, you know, these things happen. Sometimes people make little mistakes and they've tried to cover it up. I'd rather have told me I could possibly even repair that myself. But when I get a closer look, I looked along the vehicle and then I noticed the opposite end, and then I start noticing scratches here. I don't know what that sticker's on there for. Scratches there, scratches there, scratches there, two scratches there. There's a dent here, which you probably can't see very well in this light, but there's a dent in there as well. So I started looking down a little bit further beyond all that damage, and then I started noticing more damage. So there is scratch there, looks like I've had a screwdriver or something in, or it's been caught with something. Some damage there, there's a scratch there, there's some damage there as well, and some other damage there. So, and that's just on that one area. If you take a closer look as you work around, then you can start to see other problems. There's a screw being put on there, it's gone all the way through. The screw being put on there, it's gone all the way through as well. Really frustrating, this. I used to be for technicians, so I'm aware of what it's like to work on vehicles. I've worked on all sorts of things. I've even built motorhome before, so it's not like I don't know anything about the work and how difficult it can be. But this sort of thing really is bad. Take a look in the cupboard here, and then I notice there's all these stickers here again. Look, they've just basically taken them off here, stuck them on there, but I've not bothered to put anything back on. You know, it's just half a job really there. So as well as the damage, I mean, these things it's a fairly minor thing. People make mistakes, I accept that, but this is just feels like they just couldn't care less. Going to this cupboard here, they only had to take a couple of screws out of this one to get this panel off here. But when you look in, I mean, it just looks like it's been hacked. You know, look at the state of that. Again, no attempt to cover it up. Don't even put the sticker back on. In fact, that could be the sticker just there laid, or it could be on the floor. But there you go. So I wish that was the end of it really, but it isn't. This vehicle has some wonderful ambient lighting. It really is a nice system. And if you look at the vehicle, the lighting starts there, runs all the way along, goes all the way along the back, and then it goes all the way along here. This is the lighting here. It's really nice. And if you go to the switch, and we'll pop it on, I'll give you a demonstration. There you go. Look at that. Wonderful. It even has a dimmer on it, so you can turn it up and down. That's how nice it is. Unfortunately, when Camper Northeast is involved, only one side works, because the side that they've been working on has either been wired up incorrectly or just hasn't been wired up at all. So there you go. So that's another problem. So to be honest with you, I can't believe how many issues there are with this just one single job. I didn't even look at the other work they've done, to be honest with you. So there you go.